hour. That's about all I know. I mean, I suppose there's I'm sure there are bits and pieces that'll come back to me, but there wasn't a lot. Obviously there wasn't a lot of conversation, but that's what comes to mind.
Okay. How about the other two steps that we made there?
Well,
oh, one other thing. About Bundy and Hawkins. When did that happen?
when?
Yeah.
When May of...
I know when he disappeared on June 12th.
Oh,
I know when, but I want to know
June?
this summary.
That. Oh, excuse me. I was thinking of May. See? Memory. Oh, let's see. I'd say about 3 days later.
3 days later?
Just,
Have you gone back there before that period of time?
The next day.
The next day? What did you do the next day?
Just went back to check out the site, make sure nothing had been left there. See, I feel like I reached the point and I half expected that she might not even be there. That somehow I hadn't even killed her, if you will. So, so I went back, removed things like the rope. No, I had already done that. Can't remember if I found anything there or not. But I want to make sure. That's what it was. Talk about details coming back. I couldn't find one of the shoes. So I thought it was there. But it wasn't. So I went back. This is the next day. Got on my bicycle, rode back to that little parking lot. I knew there were police all over the place by that time, but I was kind of nervous because, I'll tell you why in a minute, because I'd left and my car had been parked there. So I may have seen it. And if something was found there that might connect me. So I went back to that parking lot and I found both the pierced earrings and the shoe laying in the parking lot at about 5 in the afternoon. So I surreptitiously gathered them up. So,
After the police had checked that area?
well, you can tell me. I'd seen them. I'd seen whole streams of them driving around all over the place, but they were concentrating on places like the park, nearby park. I don't know if I'll bet you they couldn't have looked in the parking lot and missed the white patent leather clog and the 2 white pierced earrings, hoops.
That was discovered by you the next day?
Yeah. Around 5, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay. So you went back. Oh, excuse me. After you left that scene that night and went towards Taylor Mountain, did you go back to Taylor Mountain knowing what was there?
No. No, I wasn't going. I drove by there. So I was on the highway. I didn't even slow down.
All right.
Yeah. That was really not on my mind at that time.
Okay. So what happened in the next couple of days?
Well, again, the reason that I was so nervous, and this might be something you could plug into if that's what you want to do or utilize. The reason I was so nervous about anything like that being found in that parking lot was that no more than 2 weeks before that, I've been using the same modus operandi in the same neighborhood, in front now of the same sorority house. George Ann Hawkins disappeared from. I encountered a girl going out the door and asked her to help me. Walked her all the way to that lot. 11 o'clock on a Friday night. And I was drunk. I was drunk and I was just babbling on. And I told her I worked in Olympia, that I lived in a rooming house. I mean, I was just, I was horrified later on. But,
So do you drunk when you got pocket?
yes, more or less, but yes. That was basically part of the MO at that time, yeah. But I got all the way to the car. And it would happen sometimes, and just said, no, I don't want to do it. I said, thank you, see you later, and she walked away. But after the Hawkins thing, I was, just paranoid as hell that this girl would say, something weird happened to me a couple of weeks ago. This guy came along with crutches and asked me to help him. He took me to a Volkswagen, said he worked up in Olympia and lived here in the University District. How many people could that apply to? So, there you are.
Yeah. Okay, how about getting back to going back to that scene?
Again?
Getting back to going back to that scene.
Okay. Well, I went back the next day, and I went back about 3 days later to do that business that we talked about earlier, and went up the roadway with it. It was sort of a crude attempt to disguise the identity or avoid the identification of the remains as such. I don't know, it wasn't, in retrospect it sounds pretty incoherent, but that's what was motivating it.